Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Detroit Tigers Out of the Park Baseball 25 series here on the Boss King Returns YouTube channel. Now, you may have noticed that I accidentally fucking skipped the first series this season, but let's ignore that. So, what is the state of the Detroit Tigers? Well, we're 0-3, but I'm speaking more generally. What is the state of them? Well, they haven't made the postseason since 2014, so it has been, to start this year, 9 years, and it will most likely reach 10. Um, yes, they went from, quite honestly, one of the most dominant fucking teams of this decade to kind of a joke. Like, 2016 was good, but everything else has been pretty bad. Including a World Series trip in 2012 that I'm still not over as a Yankees fan, because fuck them. Anyways, also it's very important for me to note my dad is a pretty casual Detroit Tigers fan. Like, he doesn't like watch the team like ever, but he's a fan of the team. Okay, so as you've seen, I have changed the logo back to my personal favorite version of the Tigers logo. I think this is the one they used when they made the World Series back in '06. Very good logo. Yes. I actually, while I was setting up this thing, I gave us a little bit more money to work with because I don't think Detroit's working with that small of a budget. I just think that they have their payroll quite low. I'm not overly concerned either way. I only upped it like 10 million because it's insultingly small, especially given the market size. But anyways, let's move on. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by showing you the uniforms because you might be saying, "Oh, well, I know what the Detroit Tigers uniform looks like." Well, yes, you do. Here's the default. Here's the away. But I have an alternate, which it basically just has this cap but with an orange brim, and it has this logo on it. Thus, I like it. We wear that hat on Sundays and Wednesdays. Um, what else? Staff. Yes, staff. So, wait, I actually haven't set this up. Well, I guess he doesn't. I guess Bo Jackson's good at teaching catcher for some reason. The best. Okay, I didn't realize that we didn't actually have anybody who could teach running. Okay, so personnel. I'm the general manager, obviously. I didn't actually change up the assistant GM. Jeff Greenberg, I think that's Greenberg, is still in charge, and I didn't change it up because honest to God, couldn't be bothered. I don't give a shit about assistant GMs. So let's look at the staff. Uh, the man helming this squad is Buck Showalter. Because of this, now you may be saying, why did you get Buck Showalter and fire? God, who's heading up Detroit this year? Let's continue on with this. So, Buck Showalter, bench coach Bob Henley, pitching coach Bryce Bentz, legendary pitching, and the rest of the stuff is like decent. Focuses on ground ballers, which is something I usually like to do. Though, given Detroit's dimensions, I actually could focus on fly ballers if I really wanted to. Okay. Hitting coach, legendary. Outstanding handles development. This guy was a manager. They signed to be a hitting coach. Though he is quite good. And he has fairly okay relationships with most of the team. Except Torkelson, that's not good. But we will get to that later. The base coaches are Bo Jackson and Jeff Fry. Bo Jackson Yes, that Bo Jackson. I'm not quite sure why he decided to be our third base coach, but why not? Uh, R.J. Harrison, I picked him because highly favorite tools. Though I'll say this is all kind of mid, but it's fine. I have quite a bit in the budget to make up for it. And Rick Jameson, legendary to prevent arm injuries, fairly good with everything else. The usual first pick. Um, 5-year deal. I haven't actually messed with any of this. Usually I do, but I don't want to be bothered with any of that today. Okay, let's look at what the salaries look like for this year. So Javier Baez, I hate to say this because I do quite like Javier Baez. He was a very entertaining player for a very long time. He's washed. like God, you'd think the game would still like give him power, say that he has power, but no, he doesn't. I guess he hit 9 home runs, 136 at bats last year. Yeah, Javier Baez sucks. So, um, he's basically just going to be. We might try and get rid of him somehow. I'm not sure. We'll worry about him in the off season, though. I don't think there's any likelihood of us getting out of this. Jack Flaherty, I've seen him pitch well, and Detroit get stuff for him in the past, and that's what's happening in real life. Is he's had a very good season for Detroit, and he will most likely be flipped at the deadline. I'm not sure if my Yankees are in on him, but they probably should be. Kenta Maeda, $14 million. I think I can move him. I didn't even realize he was on this team. I thought he was still in Minnesota. Okay, I guess he's signed here in the off season. Yeah, I'm gonna try and move him. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'll at least try. Mark Canna, he basically just seems like somebody who was brought here to maybe get some prospects for. Carson Kelly, oh god, I didn't realize Carson Kelly was here, and I didn't realize he was this fucking bad. Tyler Scrubel, as much as I hate to say it, because I do really like Tyler. Tariq, I thought it was. I always was under the assumption that this was Tyler. I did not realize that this was Tariq or whatever the hell that is. Have I been saying that wrong this whole time? Holy shit, I've been saying that wrong this whole time. Also, my fucking. That's concerning. My scout has lower accuracy on fucking Tyler Scrubel than the OSA do. Tariq, whatever. I'm gonna keep calling him Tyler. But let's continue. Akil Badu. Wait, why is he in AAA? Oh god. Yeah, I guess I haven't been paying much attention to the Tigers, because Jesus Christ, I didn't realize he was this fucking bad the last 2 years. Okay, he's only ever played in the AAA level in Toledo, because I know he was a Rule 5 pick, but I guess he never played for my. I know he was a Rule 5 pick from Toronto, or from not Toronto, from Minnesota, but I guess he never got to the AAA level with Minnesota, because the AAA level for Minnesota was the longest time my hometown AAA team. Torkelson, oh god, I like this profile. I've had players play well with this profile, but they're usually inconsistent as fuck. One year they're fantastic, the next year they can't seem to hit the fucking water if they fell out of a boat. So, we'll see. Though he's usually a guy who busts in this game. I'll try and dev lab him to see if I can get the BABIP up, but he should be good, but he probably won't. Basically, the story of Torkelson in real life. Matt Manning. This is a guy who his stuff isn't great, though. Given that he's in the bullpen, his stuff is ticking up at the moment. So I'm probably going to use him in more of a stopper role than anything. Even though I think he could be a starter if I really wanted him to, but yeah, whatever. No one else here. I have no fucking. Why is Keston here on this team? Riley Green. This guy's gonna be a fucking stud. I really like Riley Green. Might Lab him? Might Dev Lab his? Well, I'm definitely going to Dev Lab his defense to see if I can actually get him to be a center fielder. But right now, I think he profiles more as like a left fielder than the center fielder. So I think that's going to be a goal to find a proper center fielder because fantastic player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a center fielder. Okay. Also, I definitely would be interested in extending him long term. I'll look into that after we finish this game because I want Riley Green to be here on the long term. Casey Mize. I really like Casey Mize, but he missed the entirety of last season, so I don't know. And the game really doesn't seem to like him, so it likes his control. It's weird. It says it likes him. It says he's a 45, but the game also seems to really like his stuff, so I'm confused. I don't know. Former first overall pick Casey Mize, 26 years old. Maybe he'll be something. Maybe he won't. I didn't realize Shelby Miller was here, though he probably won't be here for long. Same goes for Chafin, and same goes for my boy Gio Urshela. Look at these. Look at that fucking 2019 and 20 seasons at the Yankees. He was so good, and then he fell off. And then he was good again, and then he actually fell off. Yeah, I don't know. I will always love Gio Urshela. I miss this man. He is one of my favorite players of all time. Uh, where was he? Traded by Toronto to New York in exchange for cash. This trade right here is the single worst trade in the history of the New York Yankees, by the way. Fuck Josh Donaldson. Sawyer Gibson Long. That's a cool fucking name, even if I've never heard of him. Okay. Owner Christopher Illich. Fairly standard personality. Because like he's not gonna be like fucking forcing me to spend my money on something I don't want to. I didn't realize R.J. Harrison was 70. Shit. I don't think he's seeing out this entire 5-year contract. Let's go check out my interesting players short list. I think we've already seen I've already talked about all of these major league guys. Let's go check out some of the minor league guys. So here's Dom Johnson, and he has one tool, and that is that he is very, very good at fucking catching baseballs in the outfield. And he has some decent speed, but it's not like anything insane. He's also got a decent eye. I don't think he will ever truly be anything, but he's somebody to watch, for me. And, yeah. West Michigan Whitecaps. Damn, that is a fucking cool sounding name. So this guy's probably going to be up in the major leagues, like, tomorrow, because this guy's actually, like, 29 years old, and he's already a 50 overall, so... Or 45 overall, I don't fucking know. I don't know if I should trust my scout, given that he seems kind of dumb. Jace Jung, one of our top prospects at the moment. Fairly good all around. Line drive hitter. I've never been the biggest fan of these. Like, oh well, all of their ratings are 55 guys, because I feel like you need a standout tool. That, or at least that's how I've always felt. No, no, that I already clicked on you, Jace Chung. Ty Madden. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, 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 no. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, well, that's another game. There's another 2 games that got skipped by accident. We are going to do this game here, or maybe we'll play in Oakland. I don't fucking know. But here's Ty Men. Um, that fastball slider combo really that screams reliever to me. Like the rest of these pitches are fine, but those two are fantastic. He's got pretty good movement. This guy screams elite stopper to me. I don't know. Actually, I didn't check his velocity. 95 to 97. Yeah, I'm gonna probably try him as a stopper later in the season, assuming he doesn't like tear up AAA. Justin Hendry Malloy. Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
But yes, Justin Henry Malloy. He's one of our top 5 prospects. He has good intelligence. Low leader, unfortunately. But look at that fucking eye tool. That is a thing of beauty. This guy could be quite good. Though I'm not going to hold out too much hope because I've literally never heard of this guy, and I've played like 3 games of fucking OOTP up until 2030, and I don't think he's ever actually become a good player up until now. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Parker Meadow, another guy who I think this guy could be the center fielder. Good work ethic, adaptability, low financial ambition, though also low loyalty. But I think if I work on that BABIP, get him in the fucking dev lab with some quality of contact, he could be something. He already has a pretty good eye, decent power. But I think he just need to work on his contact over the next few off seasons, and I think he could genuinely be like a very solid fucking big leaguer. Like, that defense is great. And, you know, if he works on that defense even more and ticks that up to 70, oh god, we could have like a gold glove center fielder. Max Clark. Now, he's very young, 19 years old. Though that BABIP and an eye, this guy could be an OBP god. An OBP god! Already a 25 overall. Is he Yeah, he's in the right league. Christian Santana, I really only put him on the short list because look at that fucking eye. That's a tool that I just kind of like drool over. Like, if I could get that BABIP up a bit more, oh boy, this guy could be fantastic. God, what? He signed as an international free agent. Currently playing for the Lakeland Flying Tigers. Kevin Big. Okay, this guy's in the Florida Complex League, and he's another guy who could be an OBP god. We seem to have a lot of those. In Double-A Erie, we have. Oh, for. Okay, we're going to be playing Oakland instead. But yes, we have Jackson Jacob, who the OSA think is a 70, that my head scout thinks is a 60, but my head scout is also an idiot, so that is not what I meant to do. Very good assortment of pitches, fantastic like movement, fantastic control, good stuff, good stamina. Like, this guy could be an absolute fucking ace for us for the next few seasons. I hope. I hope he's who I think he is, and I've seen him develop into an absolute ace before. I've even traded for him in the past. So Jacob is a player that I'm familiar with. I recognize his game. And last but not least is a flamethrower 26-year-old starting pitcher or relief pitcher that I noticed we had in our farm system, and he's only on here because of his velocity and his extreme ground ball. I'd love this guy to be good, but like, he's probably only going to be here for like a single year. Though he did play for my hometown Rochester Red Wings last year, so that's very cool. Though as you can see, the internet Frontier Field in Rochester is not a good ballpark to pitch in, so shit like this tends to happen when you pitch there. Oh god, it's a beautiful looking ballpark. It's a pitcher's hell. Okay. Anything else? Not really. Like, we currently have the 8th ranked farm system, though I think that's basically just Jacob and Colt Keith. And Colt Keith is, he's already in the big leagues. So, who the hell knows if he's actually any good? Or who the hell knows if what it'll be once he goes. I don't trust, like, 19-year-old players, like, because they usually end up fucking busting. Because they like, blow out their knee or something, and oh god, their entire career's over. But, I don't know, maybe he'll be something. Yes. But, yeah, once I think that once this is, yeah, once this is, once a few of these guys get called up, I think our system's going to be quite depleted. So yes, we are going to, reinforcements will be needed, savvy moves will be needed, and we only have a $190 million budget. So, like, that budget will go up once we start winning, because we're in a big market. And that fan loyalty, if it ticks up and the fucking interest ticks up, we can be good. We can actually have a nice, decent, mid-sized budget. But at the moment, we have to work within the restraints of this team. God, my dog just snored the loudest snore I've ever heard in my life. Okay, well, onwards and upwards, and I will meet you in the game. Okay, well, so we are okay, so while we're here, I still haven't messed with the lineups, so I'll probably do that after this game. Oh god. I didn't mean to do that. Though, so, during this series, I am going to... Because one thing I really love doing with this game is, like, moving teams around, rebranding teams, and, just messing with the league. I'll even throw in some expansion drafts from time to time. The Oakland A's will be moving in real life, and that will be reflected in this. The Oakland A's next season will be going to Vegas, so this is the last time this is one of the last times that we will ever play the Oakland A's, which is sad. I actually don't know if I might need to download a stadium for the A's once they move to Vegas, because I don't want them playing out of the Coliseum. And maybe a Las Vegas A's logo, because this isn't gonna work. But yes, let's get into the game. So I'm gonna trust most of this stuff to Showalter. The one thing I'm not is I get to control the bullpen. I don't trust the AI with their pitching strategy. Don't let them cook. Okay. Starting pitcher is Reese Olson. Well, he wasn't bad last year, or was that just smoke and mirrors? Okay, no, he actually had a pretty good season. Okay, so Estuary Ruiz leading off for Oakland. We're facing JP Sears. Canna, 1-2-3 inning. Clean inning. Clean inning. Clean inning. Clean inning. Okay, so Oakland is the first one to get them into a man in scoring position. I'm gonna take it. It was either a double or a fucking single and a steal. Okay, it was a double. Given that it was Estuary Ruiz, I was hoping that there was a steal in it. Oh, god damn it. Okay, 2-2 to J.D. Davis, who's been on the fucking Yankees lately, and that's just disgusting. And he brings in an RBI single. Actually, I think he was fairly recently DFA'd by the Yankees. Okay, after that he managed to get through that inning without any further damage. Okay, you know what? Can you finish the inning? Yes. Okay, we get our first person in the scoring position of the whole game, and we're going to waste it because Javier Baez is up. I knew it. Okay, we're going to turn to the bullpen, and I'm going to bring in Matt Manning for these next few innings. Okay, runners on the corners, Riley Green, Canna, and Urshela. 2-0, and he grounds it. Also, I just realized that this probably sounds absolutely horrible, so I'm going to go in here and, okay, you guys still hear the sound? I'm not sure, but okay. So Torkelson follows up Green with a single and Warlock, and they're on first and second for Hira. And I think it's just a fly out. Yeah, that's 2 down. Okay, tying run on second for Andy Ibanez. Rips it on the ground to third, and that'll end the inning. So Oakland tips in and out of trouble, only giving up a single run. Manning pitches his second inning. 2 down here in the such to where Ruiz. Okay, got through 3 innings. Good outing for Manning. That's kind of what I wanted to do with the lead. Okay, runner on second, Torkelson. Hero with a chance to tie the game. Full count, and he works a walk. So it's up to Andy Ibanez, and he goes down one. Okay, probably gonna strike out. No, he hits a ground ball short, which is equally disappointing. Okay. I'm acting like this is a playoff game. It's a season where we're not even going to be competing. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to bring him fart out. I'm not. Try not to die. Okay. We go batter by batter here in the ninth. Lucas Egris. And Verlaine. Okay, Verlaine gets a base hit to lead off the ninth. Now, I would actually steal here, but again, that's not my prerogative, so 2 balls and no strikes. That's a base hit in the center. Verlaine goes first to third. And we have time on a third. And top fucking Baez. Stealing second. On the hobby takes strike 1. Okay, and now right here, and here hobby back strikes out. It's terrible. Mark Canna has to walk it off. And he's out. Gio Urshela 0-2. Base hit this game is tied. Now Riley Green has a chance to end this thing. Urshela swipes second on defensive indifference. Okay. Ball 1. 3-1. I think they're pitching around green. Well, they might have been. But hey, the game is over. Tigers Green wins it on an infield single. Oh my god. What a finish here in Detroit. Oh, Riley Green is the hero. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking to see if he wants to hang out here long, to make this a long-term fucking deal. Okay. So after this game, I think I'll show you a few of the things that have actually changed here in the league. So the Anaheim Angels are back. Yeah, they're just the Angels, but I called them Anaheim. Rebranded the Diamondbacks slightly because I just prefer the purple. I'm not sorry. Well, actually, I don't even, the logo that has doesn't even have the purple. I'm so tempted to call them the Spiders, but no. You've obviously seen the fact our logo change. This is probably the last year that I'm keeping this, because to me this is the ugliest fucking logo that Miami has ever had. Oh yeah, I brought back the classic Twins with the pinstripes. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed this one. Reminds me of many glorious days of the Yankees beating them in the playoffs. Last year, the Oakland A's. Yeah, and this is probably the one you've seen the entire time. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays have returned. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Like, the biggest tragedy of the fucking Rays is the fact that they have those ugly ass uniforms. Like, look at this shit. Like, come on. This is just better in every way imaginable. They even had these alternates that they wear. Yeah, like, come on. Tampa, you gotta go back. Like, like, even if you don't add the devil back in, like, come on, you gotta fucking wear these uniforms again. They're so much better. Instead, your team is like a pit of emptiness or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, that will be the end of episode 1 of our Detroit Tigers franchise. On Thursday, you will you'll see the meet me for the draft episode, okay? Yes. Anyways, thank you guys, and goodbye.